Oh, hey guys. Man, need a haircut already. I just got one like 3 months ago. Sounds about right. What's today? Today is the 4th, or June 4th already. This year's flying by fast. Trying to grow the beard, trying. It's patching, it's filling in patches, but it's coming in slowly. Only, like, I don't know, 13 years later than what it should have been. Okay, maybe not 13, but at least 6. This is actually the most I've actually been able to grow. Like, I've been able to do sideburns very well. Goatee actually started first, and then this, or whatever. That's not the issue. This has always been the issue. Pretty much between the sideburns and the mouth and the chin, which is coming in, but that's not the main point of the video. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. That's not the main part of the. Can't even talk now. Main point of the story. So I've had. Hold on, I'm grabbing the receipt. I've had this purple Ultimate thing. I know you can't see it. So I'm looking at the back. You're looking at the back, but I've had this purple Ultimate seat cushion, bought on April 15th for 130. Most truck stops had that for 150. I'm pretty sure 130 retail. If you would actually buy it on the website, that's why I saw that. I was like, oh, I'm buying that right away. I've been debating on buying one anyways for about like 4 or 5 months. I wanted to get one when I was in the Kenworth, but when I was in the Kenworth, the seats were much wider. They were definitely more cushion. They had more cushion for me. I'm not a big guy. I'm not a very big guy, but that also means I have no ass. I have no cushion on my ass. So I generally feel everything a lot. For not being a big guy, I feel things pretty harshly anyways. And I was like, well, there's no way that seat cushion is going to be that big of a deal, right? That much of a difference. Yeah, we're sitting here in the middle of the street. I know you can't see it. I'll show you when I rotate the camera around. Because we're actually sitting... That building right there? Let me point the other way. There we go. The building? That's where I'm at. Where I'm going. I just didn't feel like wanting to deal with the deepest pits of hell traffic. Because we're in Carson, California. I don't know why this camera keeps doing that. And... it's not going to be fun. This load I'm picking up, a little side story before I get back to my main point. This little side story is picking up this load, taking it to Bakersfield, do a swap into the driver, and then that driver's giving me a load to get me over to the mothership so I can do my PM, because I'm not having luck getting any of the filters I need, OEM filters. It's the only one is using OEM filters, which, okay, I can understand warranty. I don't want to kill my warranty. But, you got it, I had no luck, tried 3 places. I said, fuck it, we're just going to get to the mothership. I don't go there very often, so I got to do what I got to do. But they busted ass, found me a way to get there. I've been telling them for 2 weeks, so that's what's happening. Alright, so I figured I'm going to give a review about this purple cushion seat from a trucker's perspective. Meaning, you're on the road, driving from 8 to, let's just say 10.5 hours. That's going to be the average. 8 to 10.5 hours per day. Sorry cars, you can use this review too, but any bump a car's going to feel is a fraction of how bad it's going to be in the truck. Yes, sure, we got air ride, but that's more for this motion. But you still do this pretty harshly. Pothole, if you hit a pothole in a car, depending on the speed, yeah, it hurts. Now, multiple that at least 6-7 times, especially if you got weight behind it. If you got weight, sometimes that weight will do this to you too. Like, it'll try to rip you back or push you forward. I've actually gotten a flat tire just because I was heavy. I had a pothole. I didn't feel a flat tire, but I felt the bump. I couldn't avoid it. It just instantly flattened my tire. No puncture, just squashed it. Just the pure pressure from the weight of the load going downhill, hitting that pothole. So that gives you an idea. And a lot of these truck roads, okay, cars, have you ever noticed? Even people that still drive trucks, they're gonna understand too. It's not really directed at them. But you know how the roads, you go down roads and you can tell they're very potholed, like non-stop, they're really rough. He'll do this to you. And then trucks to drive over them tend to go slower because they're fucking up our backs, and we're not turning the roads like that, but they're fucking up our backs. They fuck up our ass. Number one trucker problem that a trucker has, long-term health-wise, is they're colon. That tells you how bad the roads are on a trucker, especially when you multiply it on top of years and years. I know we're 5 months in already. I'm trying to get there, but come on, you guys know how I am. When you guys watch me long enough, I gotta kind of add some spice to it, and then I get distracted too. I'm doing my best here. So I went out. Where did I buy this at? Bought it Deming, New Mexico. Okay, I'll do better angle there when I turn the camera around. Bought it Deming, New Mexico. That's the I-10 down in the bottom of New Mexico. That TA outside Deming though, to the west of Deming. It's about 10 miles outside Deming. If I remember right. It's in the middle of nowhere. So you only exit there. So it's just TA. So I bought it there, and immediately I knew right away it took a little bit to get used to it though, because it's a weird feeling sitting on it. It's really weird. But I sat on it, and immediately within driving right away, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be nice. This is gonna help. Why did I buy it though? Why had I been debating on it? And why did I finally just say fucking and buy it? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I just wait $130. For one, the Kenworth seats were leather also. They're more comfortable. The Freightliner I'm in now has the vinyl seats also. Leather, vinyl, whatever. Same difference. But these, even after breaking it in and being on them for 2 hours, or 2 weeks, I'm not a big guy again, so not a lot of weight pushing on them. They're still hard as rock. They felt like I was sitting on a concrete bench. And I know how to sit in the seat. For those who don't, you want your feet flat and your legs to be as flat as possible with your feet flat. And you want to have a little bit of lumbar. You don't want the lumbar pushing you forward like that, but you want the lumbar, you want to feel it when you're sitting back. So you sitting up back, you're sitting up straight too. I do that anyways because I like being able to see how much view that way. So I bought it because from a full day of drive, so meaning 10.5 hours, I don't do recaps. So 10.5 hours, 10.5 hours, even 11 hours if I know I'm going to have a spot to park at. Of all the bumps and gravity working against me, my lower back, where lumbar especially would sit, it would feel like it got compressed, so my lower back would go like this, and it feel like it's being a spring, and I feel like I could actually feel like, I could have sworn I felt like my spine was sitting like crooked, like it would be like that, it'd be compressed down, and then it would be leaning. Like it would just also, it wouldn't hurt, but I could feel pressure, non-stop pressure, until I got out of the seat for about an hour or two. Didn't matter if I was sitting back in the bed or just walking around. And then my hamstring, my left hamstring. My right was fine, but my left hamstring, especially that area, that pretty much most of the upper thigh, but especially the hamstring area, it would cramp up, and that actually was eventually started making me walk around with a limp. It actually, in truckers' words, it looked like I had clutch limp, meaning, you know, it's not the knee issue, but it looked like I was walking around with clutch limp. So I said, fuck it, about it. I have no more cramping. I've had it since April 15th, no more cramping my left leg. Most of my lower back pressure is gone. Most of it. And I don't even say most of it, I mean there's a couple of days in there. So now it's June 4th. I've had it over a month. It's a month and a half where there is pressure. And that's a couple of days at most. And I think it's due to the fact that also I have a foam mattress. I do, you know, I make sure to take care of my body. But I think it's just because I slept wrong. Like hell, like I never get massive shoulder pain driving. I did a week ago, so it could have just been I slept wrong. But so the only thing I don't like though about it is it's got this little case. I'll flip it around so you can also see. Dirty ass windshield. But alright, so let's do the receipt first. Oh, or not. Up, focus. See, there's 138, about 130 tax. Tax was $9. And let's see, is it focusing? April 15th, like I said. I would not get the thin one though. So okay, I'm gonna stand up to do this because I'm not moving this thing. I'm gonna sit on cat. Cat always lays in the passenger seat. So you always want to get the big thick one. Comes with the case. Now I wish they took this handle off, or give us 2 cases for, especially because I mean, let's be honest here. Most people are gonna buy this big guy for trucks, and they know this, or for people in cars. And it's got like these little texture things on the bottom. Problem is though, you see how easy that is to pull? So when I get out, I've gotten the habit of it, but it tries to do that to me, which is fine. There's a gap back there, so what I end up doing, so I push it all the way back as much as I can with my weight to like I push, because cat likes to also be an asshole and likes to kind of like grab at me from right here. So I generally try to push it back as much. It still does the same thing, but I wish it did have some form of like either Velcro or an option or a new case or something, because like you can like maybe Velcro it through, especially in these truck seats, because there's nothing underneath their seats. So Velcro it through, keep it there, allow us to keep pressure on it where we want, and we'll get out. Just slide with us. Oh, the reason why I was thinking that, the reason why you always want the Ultimate, even though you're gonna pay like $50 more. Well, I could possibly get away with the 2-inch one, or the 1-inch one. This one's 2 inches. For you guys that are bigger, have gravity working even extra against you, you need the thicker one, because it's pressure relief. That's what it is. It's pressure relief. So you need that extra, depth, so that way you don't bottom it out. If you're bottoming it out, it's not doing its job. Now, there's something in the instructions that it doesn't tell you. I don't want to zip it, but you can kind of see it right there. Notice how it goes up. So right here is where your butt needs to sit. There's a little rounded out part. That's the back. I didn't tell you, but that's the back, because that's where your tailbone's supposed to be. Because this is the rest of that's the back. So I mean your butt spot. Now it's not very big, but that's because your tailbone's supposed to be like right here. That's the only thing it doesn't tell you, but it makes sense once I started thinking about it and I tried it. But overall, if I had to rate this out of like 5 stars, I'd definitely give it a 4. 5 would get 5 of the price. Wasn't like $130. Like $100, I'd pay for this either way. But even $130 is still worth it. So it gets a trucker's approval. So if you guys are unsure about it, there you go. Go get it. Catch you next time, guys. Bye.